Hey everybody, Chiron here, and welcome back to another episode of Banished. So, where we left off last time, we were getting a couple things in place. Got our weaver up and running. Don't need our bed maker quite yet, so I stopped that. Continued on with making rope. Hopefully we figure out what that is for. But at the moment, I'm not entirely sure. Alright, and what else we got here? So our supplies are being made. That's right. So last episode, we were going to start getting into some of the more advanced mining stuff so we can get our fancy homewares completed. So let's jump right into that. So we need tin, we need copper, and we need silver. We already have a precious mine that's producing a little bit of silver for us. I might have to bump up the number of people working on that though, because it's not performing all that well. But let's get our copper mine. Oh, these are actually surface mines, so that will work out pretty nicely. Alright, let's get these put in. So that's our copper. Here's our tin. Where's the road for that one? Right there. Alright, so those mines are in place, ready to go. I don't think we're actually building anything either, so they should get built up pretty quick here. Alright, so our pasture is almost done. We almost have a full herd of Frisian cows, which is nice. What are you? Bakery. We need more flour. Flour is being produced from rye. We've got a couple rye fields here. But I don't think they've actually been harvested yet. I think this is the first harvest that they've been through. Yeah, it looks like we might need some extra storage. So let's see what we can do about getting some storage up in here. Not a whole lot is the conclusion I'm coming to. Let's start getting some storage put in place here. Like I said, eventually we're going to tear this all down, so I'm not too concerned about it looking pretty. But for now, it's pretty important that we have some storage for them. Alright. Those guys are not getting put in place all that quickly. We're actually running pretty low on laborers. I think we were at like 35 free laborers, but we put in a lot of fields and a lot of buildings recently. And these are not getting tended to as quickly as I'd want them to. Oh well, we'll leave them be for a little while. 30,000 blubber. Holy cow, you got a lot of blubber on that little dinky boat. Alright, seeds. I don't really need seeds at the moment, so we'll pass. Let's see, fancy furniture. Again, not really anything that we need. We're getting to that point where we can pretty much produce everything that we need, which is nice. We do need to get into hardwood at some point, though. That's going to be important. Where do we want to put hardwood? So we should probably get one of those in place so it starts producing. Let's get a hardwood forester in here. Hardwood, new tree. What are you doing here? Hardwood, new trees. So let's just get that right here. We'll do a resource clear so that it can start producing hardwood, and then we'll have a small supply. And we can always make a more permanent base a little bit later. All right. So 10 people without homes. How do we have 10 people without homes? That makes no sense. We have a bed and breakfast here. Go there. Very, very strange. Alright. So, what else do we want to work on? I guess we're at that point where we have enough food and supplies that we can start making our second little town here. And we're going to do the country houses, like I said. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The design will probably look pretty familiar. Same design as last season. 2, 3. So I'll just put townhouses all in a circle and then kind of circle out from there. Alright. And how are we doing over here? So these getting put in place. Wow, I'm lagging for some reason. I am uploading a couple of videos right now, so I got a little bit of stuff going on in the background. So it might be a little bit laggy, but hopefully it won't be too bad on the video. Alright, so materials are still looking good. We could probably use a little bit more medicine. What are we doing on our herbalist? Yeah, we're good. Keep everybody nice and healthy. Honestly, why are people getting kicked out of their homes? That's crazy. Alright, we'll make some of these folks shack up together. They stop wasting my cabins. Jeez, is everybody just like kicking out their spouse? Like, why is there one person in each of these? Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Alright, which field got it? Oh, that sucks. Oh well. It's not food, so they're not going to starve. Just going to have a little bit less cotton. Not a big deal. Alright. And these are still going nowhere. I mean, we have quite a few laborers, so they should be working on those. Yeah, and we put those in before we put the barn in, so it should have already had priority. Very strange. Very, very strange. Actually, how's our lumber situation looking? Lumber 900. Yep, we're good there then. So, furnishings, just need a couple more rugs, looks like. It's our farm supplier. Horses, ducks, chickens. Don't need any of those. And now we pretty much just play the waiting game. What are we doing up here? 17 of 22. I think I want to start making like a secondary area kind of right in here for more pastures. As, it's kind of a small area, not really much you can do with it, and fields won't really fit. But pastures aren't limited to the direction that we need to place them. So I think that would be a good area to put those. Alright. Alright, we got another trader coming on in. Actually, a couple more traders. You and your 30,000 whale blubber again? Like, bruh, I don't need whale blubber. All right, so we'll max out on joists. Joists are very useful. And that is pretty much all we need. 75, 150. That'll do it. So joists are just obnoxious to create, so I have no problem with buying them. Alright, so we're in construction phase, looks like, for both of these, so we just need to wait for those to get built up. Increase priority on them again, just in case anybody got any weird ideas. Why are they bringing materials to these before some of the stuff that were put in way before? Silly citizens. Never will I be able to explain them. Alright. So, it looks like we got a good amount of rope being made for some reason. Not exactly sure yet what it's being used for. I do want to take tallow off of these, though. Let's see, which of these use tallow? Not you. You do. Alright, so we'll take tallow down, and we'll start using tallow to make candles, because our apiary is just not able to keep up with the demand. What are we doing here? So you need lamp oil, you need lamp oil, and you need lamp oil. You need lamp oil, and you need lamp oil. Maybe we really don't need candles anymore. We need about 160 candles for these two mines. And then eventually, if we put in more mines, then we'll need even more. But we'll start with what we've got. Furnace fuel is good. You are out of silver, so let's switch you up to copper. So I think we do have quite a bit of copper ore. Yep, 650 copper ore that needs to be smelted down. These are almost finito, 90%. How are we doing down here? Got a couple more homes getting put in. You're 100% full of bamboo. That is a heck of a lot of bamboo. We could probably take some of these down and start producing other materials with them. It's not really anything that we need, though. How much bamboo do we actually have? We have an absolute ton of bamboo. 27,000 bamboo. Let's change this up to sugarcane, and we can start working on getting sugar produced. Oops, not cotton, sugarcane. We'll leave a couple of them on bamboo yet, just so that we never run out. Alright, so we've got our tin ore. We only have 14 laborers. So, let's see, how is our miner situation? We'll max out the miners. We'll drop down our builders a little bit. And these are stone cutters, right? No. You're a builder. Oh, yeah. Durr. It's still being built. It's not done yet. That would be why. Alright. And then let's get a stockpile in here. Nice big old stockpile. I think the tin and all that goes there, right? Yeah, so copper goes there. I'm guessing... Yep, copper ore can go in stockpiles. Good. Good. What are we doing here? Alright, so copper ore. There we go. So we'll max those out. We've got our tin, we've got our copper. That'll also increase our precious mine up to 3. So silver produces so slowly. Alright, so I'm thinking that for our fancy homewares, we're going to have to do pewter. Where is it? Here it is. So we're going to have to do pewter because silver just produces way too slowly. So, alright, so you're working on copper. We could probably get somebody working on tin. And then we'll, when we have enough supplies of that, we'll start working on pewter. And how much tin ore do we have built up from the trader? So 1,000. Alright, so we should be able to get those working pretty efficiently and get some pewter made. So, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Alright, how are we doing down here? Good, good, good. Alright, let's put some roads in, because why not? Need to demolish this little guy. Look at our traders. No thank you. No thank. And Joyce. We'll take the Joyce. Silver ore. Might as well. And that should do it. 156. There we go. Perfect. Now we are getting somewhere. Alright, so those are working. We're gonna need another, either a forge or a foundry. Which one's cheaper? Let's see. Foundry is 20, 50, 40. Forge is 12, 50, 18. So we'll do another forge. It's bigger though. Foundry's a lot smaller. Can I squeeze it in anywhere here? Not really. Hey, there we go. We could put it right up here. That will work out just fine. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it uses less space and it fits nicely in there. So we'll go with it. Not too worried about the resource usage. Oh, what are you doing? What? Why are you out of materials? It's iron and wood. We have tons. Whatever, dude. I guess just keep doing your thing. Alrighty then. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Alright, so those are almost built. Got 6 more going in. Got tin ore getting made. Need 140 candles. Because those are probably not going to last all that long. These surface mines tend to have a really low volume. Alright, so we need to increase our rug output. That's what we need. So let's go ahead and do that. Cotton, I think we should probably have a lot. So yeah, 1,300 cotton. We've got plenty of cotton. We need more laborers, though. So we definitely need to increase our population. Oh, speak of the devil. Allow. Bam, like clockwork. So we just need to get a couple of homes put in place. Influenza. Alright, we've already got a doctor on the scene from the last outbreak that we had. Alright, so let's get some more homes put in. Yeah, we'll start working on these over here. So we need to do three, and the other side, make sure it's the right color. Wait, that did not select. That one. There we go. Couple more homes on point. And I don't have my design up right now, so can't remember where our 5 wide and where our 3 wide ones go. So we'll wait on that, and we'll just wait for these colonial homes to finish. Increase priority. Alright, how we doing? Doing pretty good. Frisian cows. Frisian cows are up to 20. Do we want to start splitting these? I think we do. Let's start clearing out a pasture. Do I want to do that? I don't. I want to make a new pasture. Alright, how much space do we have in here? We have about 40. And we need to make it 30. Oop, shoot. That's not what I wanted. Come on. There you go. Alright, so what if we do... need 45 is what we really want. 15, 30. I think we'll have to play with the sizes a little bit here so we can fit them in. Alrighty. What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Alright, so let's go here. And we'll do 30 by 13. Perfect. So it's 3 30 by 13 fields, and then there's one spot in here that we can put a road in. Alright. And can we put one down here? I know it's on the side of a hill, but it usually lets us. So that'll be handy. And then we need a couple of roads, so let's put in a drawbridge. Just put it right there. We could probably use one over here. Just put it in there for now. So, since these are temporary, I don't necessarily want to spend more resources putting in a temporary structure. Alrighty then. And then we can put a couple of barns over here. Put them all the way up. 1, 2. Start with that, and then we can put in some of our town abodes in the same style that we have up here. Man, why are these not finishing? Fine. We'll increase our builder supply because apparently the 3 builders we have are pretty lazy and don't feel like actually building anything. Alright. Get rid of you. And what do we got? Silver. Yeah, why not? We'll take all the silver we can. Perfect. Alright. And how we doing on our new foundry? Not even close. They took down 1 tree. Yeah. Going pretty slow. Like I said, I'm not sure. I think I need to reboot my game because like everything is going at half speed. So... there we go. So hopefully some of these homeless folks will be able to get some homes. We can start getting... why does the bed and breakfast only have like 2 families in it? That's crazy. Alright, we'll evict you, evict you. The rest of these are good. We're doing 15 homeless. It's all old people. I'm guessing that they're saying that these are like 4 different families already. So it's not letting more people in. Which is a bummer. Well, we should be good. Alright. Housing, housing, and more housing. And you guys need to start building some more. I guess we could probably put in some fisheries over here. That might be a good option to make sure that we have a decent supply of food coming in for some of our new homes. Interesting. So I think what we're gonna do next episode, I'm just gonna AFK a little bit, make sure that all of these buildings get built, because it's just a lot of waiting around. Like these over here, each one of these are gonna require 160, 200, and like 261 citizen tasks, which it just takes them forever to do. And it's a pretty long walk too, so we don't have a lot of labor, so these are gonna take pretty much forever. Why don't we, before we go, let's make one more pasture up here. And we'll set this one to high priority. And then we can start getting our Frisian cows split and reproducing. I think that'll be a good option for us. And then we just need more laborers. We just need more families, younger generation, more kids, all that good stuff. And then we should be good. And we need these people that are taking up my homes to start dying, like you. You need to go away so that we can fit a family in there. Yep. So, like I said, next episode, hopefully all of this stuff will be built so we can start working on Pewter. We can start getting into some of the fancy homewares and stuff like that. And then we can start increasing the number of homes we have. Hopefully all of this will have some progress made on it. And I actually need one of these high priority so that they have somewhere to put all of the materials once they start taking them out of the pastures. Yeah, then our hardwood forester looks like it finished. So let's go ahead and get that done. We'll bump that down so that we have some laborers to start clearing fields, and then we should be all good to go. Starting next episode. Dismiss. Don't need any of you. So yeah, that'll do it. Didn't make quite as much progress, but I think we got a lot of groundwork in place. We've got a lot of stuff like mid-construction here that just needs flat-out time to finish. So do what I can to expedite that process for next episode. So thanks for stopping out, everybody, and see you next time.